Budget fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are cash stuffing our bills, variable spending, and our emergency / recession / 2022 binder. That is this one. That was too long of an intro for that one binder. I am not sure how much we have today. Let's count this cash and see how much we have. Used to, I was planning out exactly where every penny went before I started filming. Now I'm just kind of going with it and seeing what happens. Tell me what style you like better if you've been around the channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jordan. We do a lot of cash stuffing and budget talk on this channel. We also talk about the recession, the prices rising. We are hopeful to do a little bit of emergency prep on this channel, just a little bit. I also make my full-time income from Etsy and YouTube, so we talk a bit about that and how I make all of this work while being a single mom who also homeschools her kid. There's a lot happening around here, so if any of that interests you, please go ahead and subscribe, stick around to the channel. We would love to have you. Okay, with all that being said, let's go ahead and count this cash, see how much we have today to put into our binders. 50, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 405, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, $443 to put into our binders today. I know a lot of you guys work on Mondays, so you may not have fun plans going on right at this moment, but I hope Monday work life is at least cooperating for you. Baseball season has ended for us. It was such a great season. We were definitely first, second, or third for the regular season as well. It was hard to gauge. We only had 10 players on our baseball team, and for my boys' age group, he is coach pitch, so they need at least 10 players to be there to have a full field of players. We often only had 8 players, and then there was a game where the whole, like, if you don't have that 9th player, there's an automatic out. That was enforced. If you're not into baseball, basically there was a lot happening. We started out the season with only 10 players because we had a set of twins on our team that never showed up to anything. So basically, I'm just saying that to say we kind of started out disadvantaged and didn't have enough players for any of our games, and we still ended up somewhere between the first, second, and third grouping. Like, we were first, second, and third out of 9 teams, and then we ended the tournament second place, which was absolutely amazing. My son had the best first year experience, in my opinion. He was playing with all older boys. I'm just looking for the Bills binder while I chat. He was playing with all 8-year-olds going on 9-year-olds, and he is 7 going on 8. He was the youngest on that team, but there were a lot of new players like him. The older boys that had been playing for a while were very, very nice and very helpful. He learned a lot. He's so ready for next year's baseball season. Rent, we are going to put, let's see how much we have in rent, and then we will see how much we're gonna put in here. So we have 50, 150, 200. I am putting my entire YouTube check, which comes out today, actually. It's gonna hit my bank account. It should be about $1,100. So we're gonna put that straight towards my rent. My rent is now $1,400. So we have 11, 12, 13. Let's add another 100. So now our rent is completely stuffed for this month. I'm gonna have a video soon talking all about how and why I use a bill binder, so keep an eye out for that. I know that is easily the most frequent question I get, so I really want to clear up exactly how I handle my bills, but we will get to that. So rent is completely covered now. Electric, let's see how much we have in here. Electric, we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. Let's go ahead and add a 20. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130. 130 for electric, so we're not quite there. I also just moved into a house instead of an apartment, so I'm not sure how much electric is going to go up. I very highly expect it to go up though. My landlord told me that electric is more like 100 in this house. I'm just not sure that that is true. I think I probably use way more air conditioner than she was because even for my apartment, my electric was 140. Internet is $80. We have 20, 40, 60, 70. Let's add another 10. So we have $80. It is now fully stuffed. Okay, I'm trying to think of how to explain the baseball situation. Basically, what happened was they won the games leading up to the tournament ending night, which was last night, and they won their game at 6 o'clock, which put them in a game to play at 7:30. So our boys had to play back to back. That team that lost against us was got third place. We played for first place at 7:30, and the team that we played did not have to play that night. They automatically got to go into that final game, so that tells me that they must have been first place for the season. But I don't know, I thought it was a little bit unfair that our boys were exhausted by the time they even entered that final game, so I was so happy with how they did. I didn't honestly expect to win that game because it was a really good team that we were playing, and our boys handled it really well. They were, of course, competitive and wanted to win, and they had every shot to win, but I think just going into it with, there was some new rules that was placed on our team last minute just because of the umpires. I don't know, decided to start changing their minds about some things, and then to be going into like a back-to-back game situation with 7 and 8 year olds, I mean, they were exhausted. So we did amazing. The season is over. Our boys got second place or runner-up medals. I thought it was great. I loved it. Amazing first season. I'm super impressed and happy with the entire way that season went. So gym and pool for the boys. I don't use the gym. This is really for a pool for my boys. We have 20, 30, 35, 40. Let's just add 5. So we have $40, and we will finish it out this coming week. We will finish paying towards gym and pool. Renter's insurance. My renter's insurance is $27. I think I overstuffed it last time. 25, 26, 27. Let's just put what is owed in here, and we're gonna take that 10 out because I don't know why we overstuffed it. I was really lost last week. Pets. I think I will just keep stuffing this instead of using pet insurance. I actually chatted with some of you guys in the comments, and a surprising amount of you guys did not recommend it. And then I called the local vet, and the vet actually said too that they didn't really recommend it. So I was like, okay, I don't know. Maybe I need to keep calling around, but that's the vet that I use. So if they don't recommend it, then I don't know. I just feel like maybe they're not taking it then. So I still need to do research on that, but until then we will just keep stuffing. So if there is a pet emergency with the guinea pigs, we will be we will be ready to cover any kind of emergency situation. We will just go ahead and add the 10 that we accidentally placed last week into renter's insurance and see what we have. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 200, 210, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, $245 in pets. I will say though, my brother gave me a really good idea, and he said that maybe I should call the local emergency vet and see what they recommend getting, because if there was some kind of true emergency, that's probably who I would be going through anyway. So they might have a preference of pet insurance, and I think that is just brilliant. That makes so much sense. I think my next step is going to be calling the local pet emergency, like ER, and see who they recommend for pet insurance, if any. What, if any, pet insurance do you recommend? Has anybody been watching the Johnny Depp trials? I want to go around all day now saying, what, if any? Anyway, if you don't watch the trials, you're like, what is happening? For groceries, we're gonna add $140, which is kind of our staple these days. I will be going through all of my bills very soon when I recap the money that I spent in May. I'm gonna be recapping those expenses, and we will be possibly redoing binders and sort of rebudgeting because I feel like I'm overspending in some areas. Gas, we are going to add, let's go ahead and add 40 to gas. We've been overspending in some areas, at least overspending on paper, but I think in reality what's happening is I just am not budgeting and planning for the reality of the situation as it is right now. I think I'm still budgeting with like a 2020 prices mindset, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be doing some possibly reshuffling, replanning, and rebudgeting to give ourselves more money where we need it and take away money where we're not actually spending as much money anymore. Fast food, let's go ahead and give ourselves $30 for fast food. It is a very, very busy week. I think I say that every single week though. Do I say that every week? Self-care and Etsy. This is typically when I would be stuffing self-care Etsy money. This would be tips from you guys over on Etsy. If you tipped over on Etsy, thank you so much for that. I know there's a lot of tips sitting over there. We're not gonna stuff it in this video. We're gonna wait until Friday and stuff it in our savings challenges. I'm just trying to transition over exactly when we do those like thank you shout outs and we stuff that Etsy money. It is from now on going to be on Friday's videos. So just wait for that if you tipped. If you did tip though, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will be shouting you guys out on Friday and stuffing that money. Let me go grab the dice. Where's the dice? Roll the dice. So this is getting us into our emergency slash recession binder. I kind of want to do something more fun with this as far as the whole like recession theme. Like we might as well kind of have a laugh at it, I think, or at least give it its own little cover. So we will see what I end up doing with this, but for now, this is what our little recession 2020 binder looks like. Roll the dice. We landed on 6, so we're gonna put $6 here. This is just a fun way to put aside a little bit of money. The most I will ever roll or have to stuff into this is $6 if I land on that 6, so that's just fun. So let me color this and let's count the money that we have here. For roll the dice, we now have 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. If I'm able to keep saving this money and nothing happens, LOL, like something's gonna happen. But if nothing happens, I am planning on buying a Jackery battery and solar panel set or pack or whatever you would call that with some of this extra emergency money. I do live in South Mississippi. Hurricane season is upon us very soon. It would be nice to have some kind of battery pack solar panel situation, but also realistically, some of this money might get spent on water. It might get spent on like propane, filling up gas tanks. Like it could go a lot of ways, okay? 1 month ahead on bills. Once this tracker is filled out, we will have $2,000 to put aside for some of our bills like rent and electricity, some of those like roof over your head bills. We are gonna go ahead and put $30 because that is what feels right to me. Sometimes I really plan out where the money is going, but this is kind of fun just doing this live with you guys. I think for bills towards the end of the month, obviously it needs to get a little bit more planned out because I need to know exactly how much I have going towards bills, like make sure everything is covered. But this has been fun. So 1 month ahead has $100 in the bank, 50, 70, 90, 100, 210, 220. So we have $220 towards our 1 month ahead category. Next, we have pantry stockpile. This, of course, is to stockpile our pantry, to get some food and just make sure we have things on hand so when we need it, it is already in the house. Let's go ahead and color in the 15 here. We added $15. Pantry stockpile now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So we have hit $100 for pantry stockpile. I did not know it was going to work out that way. That's perfect. Next, we have emergency prep. This also is either going to go towards just some last minute hurricane prep that we need, or possibly towards that Jackery battery pack. Let's go ahead and put, I can't make up my mind on this one. We're going to just put in 1.5. So we're adding $5 towards emergency prep, which means we get to color in this middle set of the utensils. For every $2 we add, we get to color in a water bottle. Every 5, we color in the utensils, and every 10, we get to color in a flashlight. So now we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So we have $44 into the emergency prep. Next is medical. You know, this is something that I really need to figure out, not at this exact moment, but very, very soon. I'm still not coloring those in because I don't know what my exact goal is. We have 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. Did I count that right? 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. So let's add 10. Let's add $10 and we now have $100. Actually, taking back what I just said. Okay, we are going to go ahead and color one of these in. Maybe we will start coloring them in every $100. We hit $100, so why not? Let's do that for now. We may change that in the future, but for now that seems right. If you're new around here, basically I make too much to get free state insurance for my kids, but I also work for myself, which means I have to find private insurance for them, but private insurance won't take them because they have pre-existing conditions. Welcome to America. I don't know what else to say about that. I am still trying to figure it out. I did hear a lot of you guys in the comments though say to ask for some kind of exemption for the kids to continue to get state aid because of their pre-existing conditions. I don't know that they qualify under the normal conditions because they're not getting a transplant right now, but I don't know, maybe if I work for it, they will give me some kind of exemption. So I think I will start reaching out to some different places. I know. I'm gonna reach out to some different places. I will let you guys know what they say and what happens and what comes from that. So thank you for mentioning that. Gas, we are gonna add $5. So let's fill in our little gas tank here. This is for when we need extra money, and it looks like gas prices are going back up. And honestly, with the way the world is, I really feel like it's going to continue to go up. At some point, I think it's just going to shoot up even higher. So this is a freebie on my website. If you want this, by the time you color everything in, you get you don't get $100. You will have saved yourself $100. Gas now has $50, $70, $75 towards gas. So we are getting close. We're almost there. Couple more categories. Actually, one more category. One more category is the emergency savings. For every $25, we get to color in a little savings pig. I feel like we were already close. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 100. Okay, I'm counting this one weird, but let's just go with it. 100. So we get to color in another little pig. Let's save this and put this somewhere else. I just wanted to round this one out. This purple crayon never works for me. Never. It spins down while I'm coloring with it, which is strange. I get a lot of questions about these though. These are Crayola twistables. They're just crayons that you twist instead of being like, I don't know, a regular crayon. They're a fancy crayon, but they're only a few dollars at Walmart, if that. I feel like back to school season, they're maybe even $2.50. I don't know about this year though, guys. Who knows what the price of anything is right now or like these days. I want to take us back to bills because I feel like there was a couple things that we were just so close on. Was it electric? And then next week when we do a cash stuffing, we won't have to focus on bills that much because everything will be covered, or most everything. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 45. Let's just do this. 46, 47, 48, 148, which puts us just a few dollars above what we typically save, but I do feel like electric for this house is going to be a little bit more. We also need to add in a gas bill for this house, and we need to add in a water bill because in the apartment, rent and water were the same thing. It was all connected, but the house is different. So we will definitely be revamping all of these binders very soon and unstuffing some things for like just, I don't know, priorities, survival. We will talk about all those things in a later video. As always, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.